Hi, I'm Matthew. Welcome to my channel, and today it's Will It Shave Wednesday. If you noticed, I didn't wet my face, and so this video is going to be kind of one of those videos of just maybe a little bit of talking and demonstration, but no shaving. So a while back, I seen a video that Tobin made, and it really sparked my interest. And so he had did a video about the number one selling video, or not video, the number one selling razor on Amazon. And I will put a link to that video in the description box below. But anyway, I went on and I was looking, and I found the razor that he had picked out. And I know if you guys have looked on Amazon, you can click in the upper corner of the screen, it'll say like made by whoever, and if you click that, it'll show like other items that they sell. And I seen a razor that I thought was pretty interesting, and it was like $14.98 or something. So it was this razor right here, and I'll probably butcher the name. Bulimica? I don't know. Anyway, they advertise a clean, safe environment. And this razor looked very nice. It showed a couple pictures of it, and I was like, yes, this is for me. I've got to try it because it's a dual open comb. And it kind of looks like the Mula Companion because the edge comes up to cover the blade. And I thought, you know, 15 bucks, why not? Let's try it. So it comes in this nice little box, which is pretty small. And so I had opened it up, and there, you know, the presentation is not bad for this price of a razor. But as I started pulling it out of the box, I realized that it looked, something did not quite match up. So it's just basically a couple pieces of cardboard cut out, and it comes with 10 blades and the handle with the top cap. And inside of it, it's got like a little instruction packet. And there's some interesting stuff in here if you read it, and I will point something out here in just a minute. And then it came with this little blade disposal bag, which I thought was kind of neat because if you throw your blades in the trash can, and then, you know, a lot of people will push down on the trash, you know, to get more room. There's a problem that could arise if you're throwing your blades in the trash can without some kind of blade bank. All right, so back to the razor itself. I really didn't care too much about the blades because most of the time the blades that come with them are not the best, which in my opinion is kind of a big no-no. If you're going to sell a razor, put, you know, decent quality blades in there, and I will kind of show you the blades. But here's what the razor looks like. The handle and the top cap, I mean, it feels very nice. You know, it's got that little area here, and I kind of thought that maybe there would be some kind of embossing here for like a name, because it's kind of what it looked like. But anyway, the main difference that I had saw versus the advertisement is the dual open comb. But if you know, spied with your little eye, the other side is a solid bar, which that was a turn off. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this razor a fair shake, and I'm going to load up a blade that I know, which is going to be the silver blue, Gillette silver blue blade. What did I do with that blade? Let me get that blade and I'll be right back. I'm back. Here's the blade, and I had to get this blade again because, as you can see, I needed to shave, and there was an epic fail. So, you know, it's a 3-piece razor. You take the handle off, and the top cap comes off, and see how, you know, it kind of captures, so you're not going to have you know, the tab sticking out on the side. You know, there's a potential that you can cut yourself or nick yourself. And so the blade fits in there perfectly, but that's not the way you're supposed to load it. You're supposed to load it from the top cap. And this is where my fingers being so large, it's probably gonna not really be able to capture it. But this is a second use blade, and I'm not gonna ruin another blade with this razor. But if you go to set it in there, you can't. It's either gonna pop up on one side or the other. And so I thought, well, maybe, you know, I've got a bad blade, or maybe I just need to push it down a little bit. So I tried to push it down. You cannot possibly get it on there. It's in order for it to fit, to bring the blade in, it's got to be at such a curve that these posts will actually fit, and you cannot push the blade down any farther. Even if you put the top cap on it, or the, you know, the blade tray, even if you put this on and try to screw the handle down, it will not let you, because for some reason, danger, these two pins here are offset enough that you cannot put the blade in there. And then I thought, well, maybe it's just this blade. If you can see it, you know, you're gonna get a shave like that. Impossible, danger, danger. So I thought, well, maybe it's this Gillette Silver Blue blade. It fit in the Game Changer with no problem, but maybe, the, you know, just the tolerance. So I thought, I'll try the blades that they send you, Super Platinum. So I opened it up, and I'll try to pull another one of these out here. They're so tight. It's got a little fancy packaging. And then when I opened this up, I was like, oh boy, I don't have good experience with the double wrapped blades. But I thought, you know, maybe, you know, I'm going to give it a fair shake. And it's just a plain, you know, nothing on there blade. And when you look at the differences, they look to seem, you know, that the holes are the same. I know it's kind of one of those things when looking on the camera, it's different than in person. But I thought maybe there's enough tolerance difference in this blade and it'll fit in there. Well, I came up with the same problem. It will not go any which way that you try to press it. So if you're a new wet shaver, and this was the first razor that you bought for $15, I couldn't shave with it. And no matter what I tried, I just didn't feel safe to try to open up the grooves in here. I thought, why? But, you know, if it was one of those things where you bought this, this would be a bad experience for you. One, the fact that they advertise it to be a dual open comb, and you look through all the pictures, when you get this, it's a little bit frustrating because that's not what you ordered. And what's even kind of crazier, just kind of looking at it in the camera, I didn't really realize that the top comb, they're a little bit offset from the bottom comb. So I don't know what kind of copy of a copy of a copy you would be getting. Unshavable for me, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you took the blade tray off and then screwed it back down, you still couldn't, because the blade would still be curved. So I contacted the company and they told me multiple things. And it, you know, it basically was a copy of this, the shaving tips. You know, they tell you hold the razor at 35 to 40 degrees. And then, where else did I see it? Okay, so on this top part, they copied all this and put it in an email. And the one thing, the second thing that they mention, it says, if your razor isn't working, it's because the blade isn't installed correctly. Please check the middle part of the safety razor. And then the next one is caution, blade is very sharp. From the moment you choose us, we will provide you with a lifelong service. they didn't want to replace it. They didn't want to return it. They didn't really say anything other than just copied and pasted what was in here. And so I'm going to be sending this back because Amazon does have a great return policy. This is going back. They will get it back. And so I would tell you, if you want to go with an economy razor, buyer beware. Thumbnail. Because you just never know what you're going to get. And although copies are, you know, sometimes nice and it may lower the price, I think at some point, if you've copied a copy of a copy, you're going to have problems. And I even went back and looked, and there were people, you know, that raved about this and said it was great. And several of them were lady shavers. So I don't know if it's just something geared towards maybe somebody that's going to buy it and not take the time to return it. I can't see my wife or a lady shaver buying this and having a pleasant experience with the blade curve. There's no way you could possibly tighten it down and get it to work. It's going to be a skin peeler. I mean, that was my my conclusion. So there's that video. I really hate to make these dreadful videos where they're not favorable. But I figured, you know what? I'm going to post this on the review section or comment section on Amazon. And maybe it will help other people that are thinking about purchasing this razor. I would choose another one. And maybe I just got one bad one, but I don't know how that's possible. So there you go. That's it. Comment below and let me know. Have you ever had a bad experience with a wet shaving product that did not work? Let me know. And I'll see you guys on the next shave video. You have a great rest of your week.